Squid Game Season 3 trailer dropped not too long ago, guys, and I'm going to be going through some of my theories. These are my personal theories that I came up with after looking at the trailer and like assessing some situations. And some of you guys are going to be happy with these theories, especially the first one I'm going to go through. So let's get into the video. Theory number 1, player 222 did not die in the scene. Matter of fact, she's going to be a finalist and may potentially even be a winner. So obviously in the trailer, we know she gave birth. I feel like people aren't understanding about like how somewhat level-headed like the people who run the Squid Game operation are. If you guys remember in season 1, you remember when that one lady wasn't picked and instead of killing her off, they just took her off and made her wait for the next game because they're kind of level-headed and they understood that wasn't fair. They're going to be kind of lenient with her being pregnant and giving birth to a point where she's going to miss a very important game where a lot of blood will be shed. In that game that a lot of blood will be shed, a lot of people will die out, and she's going to end up being one of the 3 finalists, and she might even go on and win it. So if you're a 222 fan, you're going to love that news. Theory number 2 that no one's talking about is that 456 Ji-hun is most likely going to be evil this season. So if you guys remember in the end of season 2, they killed off his friend for disobeying the rules, quote unquote, and they should have technically killed him off too, but they kept him alive. And my theory is because the frontman kept him alive because he wanted him to be evil and make the games more entertaining for the VIPs and cause trouble. And since he was the last season's winner, they're going to give him that leeway. Specifically, I think he's going to kill off Daho. If you guys know who Daho is, that guy who was like afraid to grab the bullets when it was time to go, I think the frontman and like the VIPs are going to want that guy killed off because if he were to bring the bullets, it would have made for a more entertaining sequence in the Squid Games. Like, you guys got to remember, the frontman was like behind all this. He understood what was going to happen. So I feel like they're going to want Daho gone, and I feel like they're going to make him do it. And I feel like he's going to end up killing him. So that's my theory, is that he's going to be a little bit evil, but he's probably going to turn around his evil nature towards the end, which kind of goes back to my first theory of why 222 is going to win. It's going to be them two in the finalists, and he's going to sacrifice himself because he's going to realize and come to his senses, and then she's going to end up winning the Squid Games. So you're going to love that theory if you're a 222 fan, and you're going to hate it if you like 456, but it's just my theory. Theory number 3 has something to do with guard 11. I feel like, yes, she's trying to escape. As you can see in the trailer, she's escaping through the vents. But I feel like if this scene right here where she puts the lighter on, I feel like it's implying that she's going to try to escape, but before she leaves, she's going to try to explode like the whole operation, like kill off the front man and all the guards. So I feel like she's going to try to leave, but leave with a bang. But I feel like it's going to end up hurting her and biting her in the ass. And I feel like she's going to end up dying. And I don't want her to die, but I could just sense it coming. And quick bonus theory that I hope is wrong is the fine shit theory. This theory is just, they would never give us the satisfaction of watching us seeing fine shit win, so they're going to kill off all the attractive people in Squid Game. So if this theory is true, that means guard 11 is going to die like I expect, and then for a plot twist, 222's also going to die. So let's hope the fine shit theory does not come into fruition. But these are my Squid Games theories. Let me know what you guys think down below.